Hello, aviation enthusiasts. Welcome back to Aeroonline, your hub for the latest aviation stories. This week, we're taking off with updates on new routes, cutting-edge technology, and dramatic in-flight incidents. Let's dive in.
United flight returns due to security concern. A United Airlines Boeing 767 returned to Newark after a possible security concern was reported on board. The aircraft landed safely, and passengers were later placed on a replacement flight. United flight diverts after cockpit disturbance. A United Airlines flight diverted to Madison after an unruly passenger caused a security concern on board. The aircraft landed safely, and the passenger was removed by authorities. Virgin A330 diverts to Shannon. A Virgin Atlantic A330-900 diverted to Shannon after the crew reported an engine issue during a flight to Montego Bay. The aircraft landed safely and no injuries were reported. easyJet rejects takeover interest. easyJet has pushed back against takeover interest from Castle Lake, calling the timing opportunistic. No formal offer has been made. LATAM 787 damaged at Easter Island. A LATAM Boeing 787-8 was grounded on Easter Island after a ground vehicle reportedly damaged one of its cabin doors. Engineers are assessing the aircraft before it can return to service. Honeywell Aerospace rebrands. Honeywell Aerospace has unveiled a new brand identity as it prepares to become an independent public company later this month. The rebrand is part of the company's planned separation from Honeywell. Qantas A350-1000ULR flies. The first Airbus A350-1000ULR for Qantas has completed its maiden flight. The aircraft will be used for Project Sunrise, ultra-long-haul, nonstop routes. Delta 767 diverts after lavatory system failure. A Delta Boeing 767 diverted to New York JFK after a lavatory and waste system issue developed during a flight from Paris to Atlanta. The aircraft landed safely. Saab unveils first Gripen F. Saab has unveiled the first Gripen F, the two-seat version of its Gripen E fighter. Developed with Brazil, the aircraft is designed for training and combat missions and will soon begin flight testing. IATA warns on fuel price swings. IATA has warned that airlines are facing growing pressure from volatile jet fuel prices. The organization said higher fuel costs could affect airline operations, profitability, and ticket prices. Boeing gets FAA approval for heavier 787s. Boeing has received FAA approval for higher-weight versions of the 787-9 and 787-10. The upgrade will allow airlines to carry more payload or fly longer routes with greater flexibility. Kuwait Airport closes after attack. Kuwait International Airport temporarily suspended operations after an attack damaged Terminal 1. Flights were disrupted before services gradually resumed. Boeing eyes faster 737 ramp-up. Boeing is considering increasing 737 MAX production beyond current targets. Any expansion will depend on supplier capacity, factory stability, and regulatory approval. Singapore Airlines eyes major jet order. Singapore Airlines is considering an order for at least 50 Boeing 777X and Airbus A350-1000 aircraft. Talks are still in the early stages, with no final decision made. Lufthansa 787 nose gear collapses. A Lufthansa Boeing 787-9 suffered a nose landing gear collapse while parked at Frankfurt Airport. Several staff members were injured and the scheduled flight to Los Angeles was canceled. Airbus delays larger A220 decision. Airbus is taking more time to decide on a larger A220-500 variant. The company is evaluating demand, performance, and its impact on the A320neo family. Azorra orders more E195-E2 jets. Azorra has ordered 15 additional Embraer E195-E2 aircraft, with options for 15 more. The deal increases Azorra's firm E2 orders to 54 aircraft. Iberia A350 damaged in water salute. An Iberia Airbus A350-900 was damaged when its wingtip struck a fire truck during a water salute in Guayaquil. The flight to Madrid was canceled, and the aircraft was grounded for inspection.
That wraps up this week on Aeroonline. What stories stood out the most to you? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more aviation updates. Until next time, clear skies and safe travels. That wraps up this week on Aero.